Anyway, we are going into Game 5 now. So here we are, final game of DauT versus Lojza, and man, this series, it's been pretty damn fast. DauT's been playing so well today, and Lojza not really having the best games at all. 4-0 to DauT at the moment, and final game here will be a Mirror Civilization matchup on Arabia. So, up to the north of the map in green, playing as the Byzantines, we do have RVK Lojza, and down to the very south of the map in blue, also playing as the Byzantines, is Tyrant DauT. Man, what a set of games we've had so far, and I am incredibly surprised at how well DauT has played today. He has really been showing that he is back on form, and he is still a titan of AOC, that is to say the least. So, yeah, let's see how this one goes. Byzantines, interesting civ indeed. One of my favourites personally. Maybe we'll see a lot of trash during the feudal age, as they do have that cheaper trash. Maybe we will see some archers as well. Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe crossbows in feudal, and who knows, we will see knights in the castle age perhaps as well. But for now, I'm going to have to sit tight and wait and see. Maybe we'll have a restart. We won't know until the 4-minute mark, of course. Lojza's gold looking pretty forward on the front, but lots of cover from these cliffs and trees, so really not too bad. Left side for him looking pretty easy to defend as well, with extra cliffs and easy wall-offs. So Lojza's map certainly not looking to be too much of an issue for him. DauT's map, on the other hand, looking pretty nice on the back side. Could wall this off pretty easily on this right side, protect that back gold that he's got. But the front is extremely open, and I will be curious to see how he decides to wall that off, or if not wall it off, if he plays offensively to prevent Lojza from pushing him right back. I mean, DauT has such an open front to his base, but back gold. And Lojza has a much easier defendable back of his base, but a front gold. So it's roundabouts. What's it called? I can't remember the saying. I was trying to remember a saying there, like a British saying, but I couldn't remember it, so I just said roundabouts. It's swings and roundabouts. That's the one. That's the saying. I don't know if any of you know that saying, swings and roundabouts. Probably not, but if you're from England, you might have heard it anyway. So yeah, pretty standard Dark Age start. Maybe we will see a drush, 3 villagers on wood for DauT, but 4 for Lojza here. So a drush could certainly happen. We'll see if he takes that second boar very soon. And if he does take that boar very soon, and he does put up a barracks in just a moment's time, then could be interesting. Because DauT may not be expecting it at all. But we'll see what he scouts out. Obviously, he has got his scout in the vicinity now, looking at Lojza's base, seeing what he can find. He's seen... Well, he's not. He's seen his second gold. I thought he would have seen his main gold there, actually. So, no idea where Lojza's main gold is now, but he will see, of course, the lumber camp at the back. He will see the berries and everything like that. So, the important stuff he will find. Lojza just bringing in that second boar. And let's see if he puts that barracks down. It's going to be a bit late if he does. He does lack the wood. Sorry, he doesn't lack the wood. He can put it down in a second, though. Let's see if he does it. He might not. He's not going to do it by the looks of things. He's seeded a farm. He's built a house. And perhaps no drush at all. Perhaps no drush at all. We'll wait and see. I think it's going to be too late for him to put that down now. If he does do it, he could still do it. Nope, not going to happen. So it's just going to be fast feudals for both of them. Who is going to do the faster feudal, though? Well, that's the question. DauT currently has loom. So does Lojza. So neither of them going to wait until the very end to do loom here. Maybe there is a little bit of lag or something along those lines. But either way, we should see a pretty fast feudal from both of them. DauT looking pretty good at the moment. He's nearly up to the 500 food he needs. That board just finishing off. And 1 villager to garrison in, and there we go. Feudal age for DauT. Lojza, on the other hand, lacking the food at the moment. Trying to garrison inside of his TC to get that food in. Of course, no drush from him at all now. And after this villager, perhaps he'll get enough food. Can he drop the food and get it? Nope, he's just short 4 more. There we go. Up to feudal now. And pretty close, actually, but DauT has quite a few seconds lead. Lojza has one extra villager though, so that is going to be gathering extra resources for him throughout the upgrade time to feudal. Let's see, I think we'll probably see archers from both. Or probably just trash actually. Probably trash to begin with. Barracks going down for both of them at the moment. Neither of them switching to gold just yet. And for Lojza, definitely no scouts to be made. Really very little farm up there at all, and no real extra food sitting around aside from that one sheep. So for him, going scouts not really a possibility. For DauT, again, not really a possibility. He's only got 2 farms. That's the only food he's taking at this stage. So he will go for most likely an archery range, I feel, and probably with some skirms. Let's see then. Lojza just about to hit feudal. There's the archery range from DauT. Lojza going to take a little bit of gold on the front, but really not sending a lot of villagers over there. Just going to be focusing on taking that extra wood so he can get the archery range up, and then sending more villagers back to food for now. So Lojza up to feudal. DauT almost walled in there. That villager could go down, but DauT going to get out of the way, and archery range for him as well. So 2 archery ranges for DauT on the front now. Skirms coming out, and you know, skirms for Byzantines, not a bad choice. Of course, they do have cheaper trash, so it is certainly something that is viable with Byzantines, which isn't really so viable with other civilizations. And DauT really just focusing on that wood and food economy for the time being. Same for Lojza as well. Actually, Lojza still not with the second archery range going down yet. There we go. Second archery range about to be built, but quite a lot further behind in terms of speed here, in terms of time. You can see DauT's already got his second archery range up. He's already creating plenty of skirmishes. In fact, he's already outnumbering Lojza by double at this stage. And the thing that you've got to do here is cut it very, very fine. DauT really cutting it fine, only just having enough food to keep making villages and skirmishes at the same time. It is very close, but he's just doing it. And this is what is so crucial, just balancing your economy perfectly to keep production of military and villagers up at the same time. DauT doing an excellent job indeed of this so far. Sending more villagers over to wood, and obviously making trash takes a little bit more of a toll on your eco than going with, well, making skirmishes does, rather than going with the gold. But you know your opponent's most likely to be making skirms anyway, because they are so much more cheaper for the Byzantines. And it makes a lot of sense to just go with skirms anyway, because if your opponent's making them, if you end up making a lot of archers, it's going to be pretty tough. You're going to get taken down pretty quickly and pretty easily. So there we go, DauT coming out with his army of skirms now. No blacksmith yet, no fletching yet. It will be a while before fletching is done. Of course, these skirmishes taking quite a bit of wood and food to produce. No gold income for DauT either at the moment, so we'll see what happens here. He's going to push out across the map now. Lojza, again, no blacksmith yet, but it is on the way up, so he might have an earlier +1 here. There's the blacksmith for DauT, actually, and you know, these guys so close in terms of timing. Their timings are very almost identical. Both of them going to be getting blacksmiths up within a fraction of a second of each other, and DauT should be getting fletching pretty much straight away. A little bit of a skirmish on the front with the skirmishers, ironically enough, and DauT just going to push in, but he's not really going to find too much. I mean, he could go right around the back and try and aim for this wood back here, but aside from that, he's not getting in on the left side. He's going to have to go through the TC to get in on the other side. That's where skirmishers do have a little bit of an advantage, because they do resist arrow fire a lot more. And I think that was fletching for DauT right there, as well as Lojza. Both of them completely equal in terms of upgrades. DauT going to go back, get his reinforcements here, and that scout from Lojza doing a surprisingly large amount of damage. You'd be surprised. He's taking a lot of damage with that. Scouts are so strong at taking out skirmishers, because the skirmishers' minimum range causes them to scatter, and they just hack away at them so well. DauT then seemingly has the larger army, 22 to 15. But Lojza with the score lead slightly. Only just though. It is very close in terms of score. Lojza perhaps with a few more farms down at the moment. I think that probably is what it is. Keeping those skirmishes coming out. And adding in spearmen at this stage, not a good idea at all. Spearmen lose quite heavily against skirmishers, as they do have... skirmishers have an attack advantage against the spears, of course. And Lojza now just starting to take a little bit of gold. So keeping that gold coming in so that if he needs to, he can click up to the castle age whenever is appropriate. He's going to have that gold in the bank to do so. And, you know, by the time he's got that 200 gold in, he's probably going to have quite a build-up of food going on. Wheelbarrow just on the way as well, so making his farms much more efficient with that. DauT, though, does have a lot more skirmishes on the map at the moment, and if I was Lojza, I'd be a little bit concerned. It's kind of funny, both of them just going around this tree line here. Lojza going to have to turn straight back, because there's a lot of skirms there, and even though they do very little damage to villagers, they do damage, and they will kill them very quickly, with quite a lot of them massed up. So Lojza going to go back from that gold mine there with those villagers, and DauT making his way in. Masses of spears being thrown at villagers. I don't know how they survive it, to be honest with you. But hey, DauT's micro here, looking pretty good actually. Looking to cling to this hill line wherever he can, and he's actually going right back. Does he know of the wood back here? He does know about the wood back there. And if he comes in, he could find himself 2 or 3 villagers to kill. Gonna cut Lojza straight off. There we go, villagers going down, and Lojza's getting in there with his villagers to attack it. But 2 villagers down already, and DauT's going to keep finding villagers to kill. Really nice movement by DauT here. Lojza going to close the gap though, and with the villagers in there, DauT could find himself losing out quite a lot. But he's just going to focus on taking those villagers down, and man, he's doing a lot of damage to them. Getting back up onto that hill, moving his way towards the back of Lojza's economy. And, you know, these skirmishes pretty much paid for themselves now. It doesn't matter if he loses them to Lojza's army. He is going to do the damage to the villagers, and that's what is important. Lojza throwing so much away here to take out these skirms and losing so many villagers in the process. I don't know what he's doing. To be honest with you, I don't know what he is doing here. It's clear he's going to lose these villagers. It's like he's just given up at this stage. It's really disappointing to see, to be honest with you. Lojza going to find himself taking out this army. But at what cost? At a huge cost. DauT has done so much damage. Lojza is up to the castle age. DauT is too, but look at the difference in population now. 70 to 55. DauT will lose the rest of these skirmishes. There is no question about it. He can take a few skirmishes out with him on the way out, but what does it matter at this stage? He's got plenty back at home. He's up to the castle age. They are pretty much identical in timing on the castle age. And to me, this looks like a classical DauT all-out skirmisher play. We've seen it before. It looks like Lojza is going to do the same. And isn't that just fun? That is fun. Man, I remember that time when DauT just made skirmishes all day long. The thing now, though, is that DauT did lose a lot of skirms there. Sure, he took out a lot of Lojza's eco, but he is going to be at a disadvantage in terms of numbers. Can he micro nicely here? It is just skirmishes on skirmishes. It looks like he's going to be doing alright. Going to take out what he can, but really he shouldn't engage unless he has the advantage, because he will lose more than Lojza will take. Well, he'll lose more than he will be able to damage Lojza. But man, 4 archery ranges at once. DauT just going to go all in on the archers, on the skirms. Castle for Lojza, castle for DauT. And we'll see straight away Elite Skirmisher coming in, Bodkin Arrow coming in, and both these guys are just going to keep it up with the skirms. I don't see why not. It's a good, fun way to end it. And I don't know, it's just skirmishers are a unit you just don't really see massed up like this. It's kind of crazy. Units lost there about equal. And the scores flitting back and forth. They are so close. DauT now, though, just about to finish that Elite Skirmisher upgrade. It's on 90%. Skirmisher, well, Elite Skirmisher done for Lojza. Same for DauT. Plus the +2, plus the +1. Oh, man. This is fun. This is really fun. Maybe even going to add a few more archery ranges for good measure. Who knows? They're going to keep that production up. But right now, you know, adding in a stable and a couple of knights would totally turn this around. It would really just turn it around. I mean, 3 or 4 knights would destroy this entire army at this stage of the game. Baffles me why they've not done it. It seems they're just having a little bit of fun though. But even so, I mean, if you wanted to win seriously, if you wanted to win, you would just add in a stable right now, 3 or 4 knights, and your opponent's army would be gone. That is all it takes. So neither of them doing that, just pumping out those skirmishes. But 71 to 84 population for DauT at the moment. He is taking that lead, and a second TC up on the right hand side. Lojza's Not adding in... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the Siege Workshop. Okay, interesting. I thought he was going to add in a second TC there, but I was going to say a bit of a weird position. Going to add in that Siege Workshop and actually go with a Mangonel. So he does want to win after all. He does want to win. Why not a stable and knights then? I don't know. Either way, Lojza making his way into DauT's eco. DauT does not have anything here, and Lojza's going to be packing quite a bit of a punch to these villagers. Dead villagers one after another, and Lojza now, Mangonel being queued up. If DauT gets stuck in the back of Lojza's base, he could lose his entire army. That is the reality of the situation. 99% on that Mangonel, it's done, it's out. DauT shredding through these villagers though, but the Mangonel here might do the damage he needs. Meanwhile, Lojza still finding villagers to kill in the back of DauT's base. Will the Mangonel do the damage though? Not yet, it won't. Not yet, it won't. But Lojza still looking to find the damage where he can. These skirms going to have a tough time taking this Mangonel out. And man, Lojza going to get a lot of kills with that. DauT perhaps thinks he's safe for now. Who knows? Another Mangonel out on the field. This time it's DauT's Mangonel. And Lojza going to try and split to take it. Good split by him. Hill advantage as well. Mangonel down. Well played indeed. But second Mangonel out for Lojza. Man, that went down so quickly. I totally missed that. Looks like a lot of skirms went down in the process though. And Lojza has got the score lead. Only just. Killing villagers. Killing a lot of villagers. And another Mangonel for DauT on the field. Oh, quite a big hit. Three skirms going down, and Lojza might have to retreat here. See what he can take with him. Another Mangonel for Lojza out as well, and DauT finally getting whittled down, it seems. That Mangonel just doing the damage. But DauT moving his skirms so well. Very well indeed. Still finding kills. Even now, still finding kills. Very well played indeed by him. Microing exceptionally well. And Lojza going to get another big hit there with that Mangonel. Well played indeed. As DauT sends Lojza home as well. Pretty close game. Pretty fun game. All out into the skirmishes is very fun. Lojza though, stopping that skirmisher production for a moment. Interesting to know why, but 52 population for Lojza, 63 for DauT. They both took a lot of losses here. A lot of villagers going down in the battles. A lot of skirmishers lost to the Mangonels as well. And let's see if they can really... One of them can really pull ahead or turn an advantage. Third TC down for DauT. That's worth noting because Lojza still only has the one. So Lojza with only one TC going to be slowly falling behind here. I don't know though if that's really going to make too much of a difference at this stage, because Lojza into DauT's base now, going to be killing off villagers wherever he can, forcing DauT away from his economy. But DauT moving in with that Mangonel, he can do a lot of damage to Lojza's villagers here if he gets that Mangonel in. Lojza knows it's there though, so not going to be too careless to let that by, I don't think. Moving his Mangonel into position. Maybe he'll take it out. I don't know. It's going to be very close. But Lojza's got a lot of idle villagers here. A lot of villagers moving over to take gold. Perhaps he's going to move on to taking... Well, not taking... taking gold, but I mean making some knights. I mean, if they do that eventually, it will work out for them. Lojza's micro a little bit messy there, splitting his army up, but should just be able to take out that Mangonel. Well done indeed. 5 skirms down, though. Losing his... Well, DauT losing his Mangonel over at Lojza's base. Lojza can recuperate there. Third TC for DauT up though, and Lojza still only on... Oh, he's just put his second TC up now. Okay, so 2 TCs for Lojza. Third one going up on the front, but DauT has got his third up, and it is running. Second TC has been up for much longer as well, remember. And surprisingly, both of them very low on resources. Aside from wood, they've both got quite a big wood pile up at the moment. DauT still with the score lead now though, just 400 points ahead. Perhaps we'll see a castle from one of them. Lojza taking quite a lot of stone at the moment. DauT moving on to stone as well. Castle out could be pretty fun. But who knows if that is going to be the case. I mean, it could be another TC for all we know. But a lot of stone being taken for Lojza there. And a castle, if it does come out, would be extremely fun to see. Maybe some cataphracts to come out as well there. That would be really cool. Oh my god, that was a massive hit from DauT there. And again, Lojza's army absolutely flattened. Even in retreat, they are dying now. And oh man, for Lojza, that could not have been any worse. Just walking straight into DauT, and DauT now has got that score lead he needs. He is a good 1,000 points ahead. That for Lojza was almost like a game ender right there. DauT now putting up a stable. Looks like he's had enough. Looks like he wants to put an end to this game. Knight's going to be on the way out. And DauT, I can imagine, will be able to take it pretty easily with Knights alone. Lojza's still just pumping out those skirms. And DauT now, a monastery coming up, a stable, but no Knights. Interesting. I was waiting for the Knights to come out, but nope. Nothing yet. Interesting. DauT's eco certainly big enough to sustain Knights here. Oh man. DauT very close to losing that Mangano. In fact, both of them very close to losing it. Lojza going to lose his, and finally up with 3 TCs. So he is up and running with 3. DauT, on the other hand, still with the 3 as well. Maybe he's going to go up to Imp in a moment's time. No, he's not. Stables are coming out. It looks like he's going to go Knights. So really, I mean, Knight raiding now would absolutely destroy Lojza. I mean, a few Knights coming out on the field at this stage, that would be enough to wreck Lojza here. Lojza, though, nearly at the gold stone amount he needs for a castle. Where he puts it will be the big question, but, I mean, we'll find out fairly soon, because, well, if he even places one down, that is. DauT up to the Imperial Age as well, just to top it all off. He is going to go up to Imp. Stables out on the front. Knights on the way out. We'll probably see an advance up to Paladin if we get that far. And Lojza finally just adding in a stable of his own, but too late, I feel. Again, it's like that last game, just a bit too slow, a little bit too late. But that castle that he puts down could make quite a bit of difference. DauT not going to have a castle up for some time. He doesn't have the resources for it. But 4, 5 stables out for DauT at the moment. And that is going to be enough to push Lojza right back home and put him in a massive defender's position. This is not ideal for Lojza in the slightest here. Losing two more mangonels, and DauT just, he has needs at this stage. I don't know what Lojza's going to be able to do. His economy does look very messy. He's not been replenishing his lumber camps and things like that. And DauT's about to move in now. Mangonels with as well, and Lojza doesn't really have that much. If DauT is careful here with his mangonel, he do a lot of damage. If he brings his knights up to protect the mangonels, he could do a lot of damage indeed. Lojza then still castle. He's not going to be able to advance up to the Imperial Age at all. He's got the resources for a castle now, but DauT is about to hit the Imperial Age. His economy is nicely set up. He doesn't have the gold to afford Cavalier straight away, but there's the Imperial Age for DauT. Mass Knights on the front of his base. Just putting in a little bit of extra damage with skirmishers. More like freeing up population. But Knights just coming straight out. There's the Cavalier upgrade. And DauT he could just push in right now if he wanted to. He has got +2 defense. Blacksmith looks like forging just got completed there, so that's +1 attack. And there's the GG from Lojza. He knows once again, like the last game, he was too slow, he was too far behind. There was nothing at that stage he could have done to prevent him from being killed by DauT there. He's nowhere near to clicking up to the Castle Age. He really had very little army to defend himself. 5 knights, it's just not enough. And that was it. So there we go. DauT going to take the series 5-0. And Lojza, I don't know what happened to him. He played so well to get to this stage of the tournament, and he's done incredibly well to get this far in the tournament, but he's just not been playing well enough at this stage of the tournament.